Prince Harry just pulled the most audacious move since Meghan wore that dress to the Trooping the Colour. Word on the palace grapevine is that our favorite ginger royal is planning to use the 2027 Invictus Games as his secret weapon to drag King Charles back into his life. And honestly, it's either brilliant or absolutely bonkers, possibly both. Let's paint the picture, shall we? It's been nearly 5 years since Harry and Meghan did their royal moonwalk out of the firm, and the family drama has been thicker than Christmas pudding ever since. We've had tell-all interviews, explosive memoirs, and enough passive-aggressive statements to power the London Eye for a decade. Welcome back to Royal Cookies, where we serve up the juiciest royal gossip with a side of heart-wrenching humanity. Please remember to subscribe and click on the notifications bell icon, so you will be notified whenever we upload new cookies about the British royal family. But here's where it gets juicy. Prince Harry is reportedly planning his 2027 Invictus Games with the royal family in mind, hoping the event will spark a royal family reunion. That's right, folks. Harry's basically planning the most expensive family therapy session in history, disguised as a sporting event. Now, if you're thinking, hold on, didn't we just have Invictus Games? You're absolutely right. The Vancouver Whistler 2025 Games just wrapped up in February with 534 competitors from 23 nations. But Harry's already thinking 2 years ahead because apparently, when you're trying to fix a royal rift, you need to plan further in advance than a moon landing. Right? Let's break down Harry's strategy here because it's actually quite clever. And I mean that in the most British way possible. The 2027 Invictus Games are heading to Birmingham, which means they're happening right on King Charles's doorstep. No convenient excuses about travel schedules or conflicting engagements when the event is literally in your own backyard. Harry reportedly plans to hand out invitations to several members of the royal family, including his father and brother. Picture it. Formal invitations arriving at Buckingham Palace like royal subpoenas. Your Majesty is cordially invited to witness wounded veterans competing in adaptive sports. Oh, and also to have an awkward conversation with your estranged son. The genius here is that Harry's not asking Charles to come to some random Netflix premiere or California wellness retreat. He's inviting him to support wounded servicemen and women, something that's basically impossible to say no to without looking like an absolute villain. It's like asking someone to kick a puppy. Technically possible, but really bad for your public image. But here's where Harry's playing 4D chess. The Invictus Games aren't just any charity event. They're Harry's charity event. His baby, his legacy, his one unquestionably brilliant contribution to the world. Harry is both founder and patron of the Invictus Games and Foundation, attending governance meetings and maintaining relationships with the veteran community. This isn't some Hollywood vanity project. It's legitimate, important work that even his harshest critics can't dismiss. Now, let's flip the script and look at this from King Charles's perspective, which, let's be honest, is probably more complicated than quantum physics right now. Experts say King Charles is cautious and wary of Harry's latest attempt to mend the royal rift, preferring all private matters to remain private. Translation: Charles would rather eat his own crown jewels than have another public family drama unfold in front of the world's cameras. But here's Charles's problem. He's damned if he does, damned if he doesn't. Attend the games, and suddenly every camera angle, every interaction, every micro-expression gets analyzed like the Zapruder film. Don't attend, and he looks like he's snubbing wounded veterans and his own son in one spectacular PR disaster. Plus, there's the small matter of Queen Camilla's 80th birthday happening around the same time. Because nothing says happy birthday, darling, quite like sorry, I need to go have an emotionally charged reunion with my estranged son at a sporting event while the world watches. We're talking about nearly 5 years of broken promises, leaked conversations, and enough tell-all interviews to fill a small library. Experts note that senior royals remain hesitant due to broken trust since Harry's 2020 departure. Charles isn't just worried about one awkward afternoon. He's terrified of giving Harry more material for Spare. Part 2. Let's talk about Birmingham for a moment. And no, not because of the questionable accent attempts you're probably doing right now. The 2027 Invictus Games being held in Birmingham creates a unique opportunity for reconciliation, and the location is absolutely strategic. Birmingham isn't London. It's not crawling with royal watchers on every corner or paparazzi hiding behind every lamppost. It's also not some foreign country where protocol gets complicated. It's perfectly neutral territory where Charles could show up, support the cause, maybe have a quiet word with Harry, and leave without the entire thing turning into a circus. Harry knows his father well enough to understand that Charles responds to duty above all else. The man showed up to work 3 days after his mother died. Duty is literally in his DNA. And supporting wounded veterans? That's not just duty. That's sacred duty for any member of the royal family. The Birmingham Games also represent something bigger. They're in England, Harry's homeland, the place he clearly still loves despite everything. It's not Harry asking Charles to come to his new life in California. And here's the kicker: the CEO of the Birmingham Invictus Games has already hinted at this potential reunion, which means the organizers are obviously hoping for royal attendance. The pressure isn't just coming from Harry. It's coming from the entire event infrastructure. Now, we can't ignore the massive elephant in the room wearing a future king's crown, Prince William. Because if Harry's planning to invite the whole family, that includes his brother, and that relationship is icier than a January morning at Sandringham. William's position here is particularly awkward. He can't really attend without Charles, but he also can't be seen as the one preventing reconciliation. If you're obsessed with royal strategy and environmental impact like I am, make sure you're subscribed to Royal Cookies because we're serving up the most sustainable royal content on YouTube. And remember, in a world full of fast fashion and royal scandals, sometimes the most revolutionary thing you can do is wear your values on your sleeve, preferably in a gorgeous shade of green. Sophie's proving that environmental activism isn't just about what you do, it's about who you become. Until next time, keep munching on those eco-friendly royal cookies.